Hey to anyone listening. This is Henry's Freakin podcast, and today I'm here with the talented technical genius and an old friend of mine, Eliav Hamburger is here, everyone.
Hello, guilty as charged. And as proof of my technical abilities, I brought my own podcasting mic to this interview.
Exactly. So if you guys are wondering why it sounds great and all the other ones suddenly sound horrible in comparison, yeah, the quality's going to be a lot better here today because Eliav is prepared,
I
quite
am.
prepared.
Everyone needs to hear my beautiful voice.
Yes, very much that. So this actually started, all the podcast listeners will know, and there's not even any background tea. When I had Olivia on the podcast, she said something after it, I believe, about, oh, like maybe you should have Eliav on, because I think we mentioned you for some reason. And I was like, that's a great idea that I didn't think about. And so, of course, I texted Eliav, who immediately was like, yep.
Fun fact about Olivia, when we were in, I guess, when did we have Mrs. Schreier? Seventh grade?
Oh, God. Yeah.
I am bringing it back. It was either seventh or eighth grade. We're doing a family history project, and we're like making our family tree on my heritage, and we're going through. And I added most of my mom's side, and Olivia's like adding people away, and she goes, "Eliav, I think we're related." And it turns out we are actually fifth cousins, and we found out right there.
I remember this. It's bad that I
Such
remember
what
this,
a
but I
good day. It's
do.
the only fun fact. Yeah,
It's so strange, but like
it's a weird
actually
one.
kind of hilarious. So, what was I gonna say? What have you been up to this summer? That's right. That's what I was gonna say.
Whew. I
You're moved
worked at
in.
a. No, I am not moved in.
You're not moved in.
So, second fun fact
Tomorrow?
about me and Olivia
Oh,
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
because Olivia and I are actually living four doors down from each other,
Oh my
and
God.
she's being roommates with one of my camp friends, and we can't move in on the move in and go days because we have the newest dorm, which only just finished being built.
Oh, fancy. You got the
The good
fancy
stuff.
one. Wow. So, so yeah. So what have you been up to this summer? How have you been? We haven't talked in a long time since
It's been a
senior week,
while.
probably. Or
During the
no.
summer.
No, that's not true. Actually, it was Anna's bonfire, I think. Technically, it was the last time.
Oh yeah, and I brought Ava. Yeah, forgot about
Yes.
that. Good memories.
We'll get into Ava in a minute, but just go over
My
your
favorite person. So this summer I worked at a camp out in Frederick.
That's right.
It's an hour away, so we have to take a coach bus an hour there and an hour back, and it's excruciating. It was burning hot every day. I had a difficult bunch of kids, love them all, but they're very difficult kids. And we made it through piece by piece. Thank God we made it through. But every day, and you can expect this from me, I woke up an hour early to go all the way out to Timonium, 12 minutes away from my house, to get my medium iced caramel latte almost every day.
Okay, I was just about to say this. Like that was literally in my mind of things like I always think for everyone listening to the podcast, just know like I'm not completely an unprepared bum. I do like think of some things about the person to bring up as you guys can't see it, but he just takes a sip of his like I'm sure nasty tasting kombucha. But anyway, I was just thinking when I think of Eliav, I definitely think of coffee shop connoisseur for sure.
Yeah, I am an expert in very few things: technology, politics, and coffee. Those are my three main areas that I cover very nicely. Also, you're right. This is not a
Political
good flavor.
expert. I don't know about that. We could.
Depends on the topic, I guess.
No, I think you definitely are. And in
Oh,
the spirit of that, did you actually I don't know if did have you seen my Instagram story recently?
how recently are we talking? Like today?
This week.
I usually go through everyone's
I had
Instagram
an
stories.
experience with Olivia at Duncan.
Oh, the boba. Yeah, I did see that. So you should know I don't buy my coffee from Dunkin'. I used to during the school year because it's just easier, but it's not
Yeah,
good.
it's not. Wait a minute.
I have always wanted a pet and I was never allowed to. The most I ever got was a fish. So consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, I guess that's true when you put it that way, but like
Not
still.
only was it a fish, they didn't even buy it for me. Mrs. Daly uh, actually had extras left
R.I.P.
over
Yeah, you
from,
can
yeah,
say it.
I miss her. Actually had
uh,
extras left over from Rosh Hashanah in the synagogue. So I got one of those.
That's literally the cutest thing I've ever heard.
We both had the best relationship with Mrs. Daly.
We really
She loved
did.
us both dearly.
For everybody listening to the podcast who has no clue what we're talking about, Miss Daly was the, you know how I feel like every school has that one kind of like old white-haired like witchy science teacher that's like just a
I wouldn't say
lovable gal.
witchy.
She gives witchy vibes. So that was our Miss Daly, and she had like lizards, and she was just such a little
She
cutie.
loved that Komodo dragon.
Mm.
Freddie Winston, and they like the when that one died, RIP to that too. She bought a new one. We had
Did you just
a
call it a
naming
Komodo
contest.
dragon?
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, is it not a Komodo dragon? It's a bearded
No.
dragon. Sorry, you're right. Komodo dragons are humongous.
These people are gonna
My
think that
science is
she had
off.
like a giant venomous lizard in the classroom.
Like Ravi from Jesse. Yeah,
Yeah, Miss Kipling, realness. Yeah.
exactly.
So yeah, the boba was bad. Sorry,
Yeah.
circling back. The boba was bad. I went back in though and got a iced chai tea latte with oat milk, and their oat milk at Dunkin' is really great actually. And so it was
True.
very good.
I have not tried chai tea since I tried it like 6 years ago and didn't like it, but I feel like I should give it another chance.
I love it. And I got a little pumpkin in there too because it's fall already. We're in the middle of October. Like I know it's not even September, but mentally it's the middle of October for everyone, I think.
Starbucks just brought back, I think, the PSL for those who like to abbreviate it.
Yep.
Good
Yes, they
stuff.
did.
Yeah, but I feel like Dunkin' really got into the error when they like started making fancy drinks that they clearly couldn't do and tried to do anyways. Like they did like smoky vanilla something or other, and then they added the boba, and they're doing all these weird drinks that they should just above their level. They should
Right. Coffee was
coffee.
good. So that's been nice. So UMD is gonna be fun.
It will. It's gonna be just amazing. I'm in a single, so I don't have to worry about roommates, privacy,
That
all
fits your
that good
vibe.
stuff.
That definitely fits your vibe.
Does fit my vibe. I'm gonna have what I want to do is my brother has a really nice projector, and I'm gonna have like movie night because I have a
Oh,
humongous
that's so
room. I'm just gonna
nice. I
like
love that.
everyone's gonna be there. Olivia, the
Horror
whole
movie
crew.
night?
Exactly. I don't even know what movies we would watch together because I feel like we have very different tastes. But we'll
Hmm.
figure something out.
Olivia has really good tastes in that type of stuff. She's like as far as like movies and TV goes, she's really good.
Yeah, I think she likes thrillers, which I also like, so that should probably be fine. But Kayla, her roommate, hates horror from what I remember.
Really?
Like hates horror.
Oh
But it's
God,
fine.
that's so
It'll
funny.
be all right.
See, it became an issue because Isabella and I like horror, but Alexis cannot.
Oh my
She's
God, don't tell me about Alexis
just
with horror. Oh, that was the worst
we don't need
experience
to
of my
talk
life.
about
Have
it.
you
We don't need to
watched?
talk about
Oh,
it.
every 2 seconds. Okay,
We don't need to
it's
talk
fine.
about it.
I'm not
Bad
coming for
memories.
anyone on this podcast. It's okay. Um,
Oh my
yeah.
God. Oh
How's
my
the
God.
preparation for moving across the world?
I just finished packing suitcase 1 of 3. Um, so that's done. Pants and shoes complete.
How many pairs of
Um,
shoes?
too many.
I know it's over 10.
No, it's right under 10. I think it's
Is
like
it
nine
9?
pairs. I think it's
Oh,
nine
okay,
pairs.
that's fine.
Well, let me think. Actually, that might be
Hmm.
wrong.
If there's anyone I'd expect to have a lot of shoes, it'd be you or like Drew, someone who like really has a weird thing
Probably
with
like
sneakers.
9-ish, but I didn't bring
Okay.
too many different shoes. I just brought shoes that could pair with everything. So there's like a few heels, and then the rest are just like kind of different color Converse that I can just pair with anything.
Converse. Never had Converse.
I'm a high top Converse, um, to the day I die type of gal. Um, and then I also thought like I'm gonna be in Europe or whatever. I probably could like use a boot or something if we go and do something like physically like exhausting.
That's not for us, but okay.
True, but I was just like, you know what? If I need a boot, I'll get a boot while I'm there.
For the podcast, Henry and I are the two, and I think I can speak for both of us, the least athletic people you will ever meet, except when it comes to volleyball and badminton.
So let's get into this because I don't want you to think, anyone listening, I don't want you to think that we're on the same level because it's not that. I'm very clearly like miles ahead athletically. Just when it comes to badminton, we're very equally matched. And there is a
Equally.
there's very long-standing, long-running rivalry. It's just a thing. Eliav started the badminton club at
I was gonna
school.
say, if you need to know who's better, I'm the president of the badminton club. Ari would tell you
Ooh.
co-president, but he's lying. Um,
Period.
but
I
in the
mean,
volleyball unit, remember when we had that what did Coach Braun called it, the best play he's seen all season? Where in volleyball, I
yeah,
said it for you. I'm the supporting character. I'm doing all the work. I said it for Henry, and he
yeah.
spikes it into, I was it Josh Siegel's face, and Coach Braun called it the best play he's seen all season.
It was great to see his face too, because he's obviously aware. He was our coach, so every time we had PE, he was very aware of like who's a good player, who doesn't want to be there. And obviously we were the two who
Everyone.
like really did not want to be there because we were not super athletic. We didn't really want to be a part of it, whatever. Um, and then to see that was just very like fun and shocking and
Yeah. He's
yeah, it
very
was really
deadpan,
good.
Coach Braun. He's like very,
Oh,
doesn't really
oh, oh,
show much
very.
emotion, but
Doesn't, no.
getting a compliment from Coach Braun is. I actually saw him today. I went to BT to return some stuff. Should hi to him.
Oh, I really
Cool
enjoy
dude.
Coach Braun, actually. I find him to
Such an
be quite
amazing person.
cool.
He's so funny, and he really just doesn't care about like, you know, making all the kids who hate gym like play some horrible game they don't want to play. Like he's up for doing fun
Well,
stuff.
like I was talking about with Rummy, once we got into high school, gym really just became a joke.
Right, because everyone who did sports didn't have to do gym. So it was
So,
literally all the kids who
right,
hate athletics were
and
just
don't
in
want
a
to
gym
do
class.
it.
And that made it more fun. Like having all the kids
I
who hate
agree.
sports and I have no hand-eye coordination playing like handball. It's so much fun. It's hysterical. Everyone's making jokes. It's just makes gym more pleasant when there aren't like tryhards. No offense to our athletic classmates.
But also fully offense to them because fuck
A little
them.
bit. A little bit.
Just a smidge. Um, so yeah, so we definitely were not the most athletic of the group,
Except when it came to the good sports.
which were volleyball and badminton, of course.
Yep, that's about it.
We're also both two of the tall people in our 80-person grade.
It's true. If we played basketball and actually cared, man, we'd be unstoppable. Can you imagine if like Beth Phil's entire basketball team was just replaced by like 6 foot and 6'2" people? We might actually win the Wiener tournament.
Wiener tournament champions, yeah.
Oh, I should explain that. I am so sorry for the podcast. The Wiener
Yeah, that
tournament is named after, I
sounds
think, I want to say Roz and Marvin H. Wiener. They were a family who I assume donated to Beth Phila, and they made a tournament where Jewish schools from across the country come and compete at our school. That is why it's called the Wiener tournament.
yes.
Clarification. Every time I say to someone, I'm like, "Oh, I was the director of media for the Wiener tournament." They're like, "What?" I say,
Excuse
"Oh, it's a
me.
basketball tournament." So yeah, when I filled out college applications, I wrote Wiener basketball tournament. Got to be very specific.
Oh yeah, because then they're like, mm,
Yeah,
what?
it's okay.
What?
It's
Yeah,
all right.
just slightly suspicious. I will say that. I mean, according to my college applications, some colleges may or may not believe that I am the captain of the badminton team. So let's just put that out
Okay, hold
there.
on. No, stop. Hold on. The badminton team and mock trial
And Model UN.
and model UN. Okay,
They
I
have to be
see.
well rounded.
Yes, were you Uzbekistan or Azerbaijan?
Both.
Who knows exactly? But you know what? You represented everyone in the UN Security
Both and
Council.
neither. I was according to them, I'm an Olympic gold medalist
Yes, when they did the
in
Model
curling.
UN, it was just an empty conference room, and Henry would go around to each seat and he would like argue the point for that country, and then he would run around, and that's why he has all of the awards.
Yeah, I stood up at one meeting and said, "World peace." And then they made
And
me
there
the
it was.
captain. Yeah. I had
Wow,
I said no, but they just forced it on me. They made me be the captain. Like there's nothing I
that's
could
amazing.
do.
You should run for office. You and I, we can be a tag team. We can
Again, yeah.
replace. Okay, all right. Yeah, you're looking at two losers for the one time we ran for office. But that's
Period.
actually
That's
my
it.
second
That's
time
the
running for
quote. You're
office.
looking at two losers.
Exactly. Not only did I lose that election, I also lost
Wait, you
the
ran another time?
not the NHS election. I lost that to Ari
Oh,
Berman.
I did vote for
Ari gave
you.
a great speech. That was my fault, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to write a speech for an organization that you've literally never worked with. They're like, elections are next week now that you've been let into the NHS, and you're like, what do I write about? And so Ari gave us an impassioned speech about
It's
helping
also
out that ninth
so
grade English
funny
student.
though. It's so funny looking back on it, how everything that we've mentioned so far seems irrelevant, completely irrelevant. Like
Yeah,
0 point.
it doesn't matter in the long run, I guess. But it really annoyed me at the time. But that's okay. The presidential
I've come
election,
to
that was
accept,
fun.
I was about to say, I've come to accept. Also, I was talking about this with Rummy, and I brought up the fact that it was even more tension because it was going at the same time as the actual presidential election.
Is that true?
Yes,
I
it
did
is
listen to that
true.
episode.
I'm almost positive that's
Elections in
true.
November? All right, we could double check that if we wanted to.
I'm
But
pretty
yeah,
positive that it was true.
yeah.
But anyway, it was a
And Noah
difficult
Rabinovich is
experience.
our Joseph Biden.
Does that never
No, don't we
mind?
don't need to clarify what that means. We just
We'll just
leave
say
it
leave
there.
it there. Leave it
Leave
there.
it there.
Um,
Exactly.
and so basically, I pretty much come to terms with the fact that that experience was not what I thought it was supposed to be, but ended up being a lot more, just in a different way. So I think that while what I wanted to happen was I won, I became the student government president, I helped and did whatever, I got to put that on my resume, etc. What ended up happening was I gave the person who was the shoe-in a valid challenge that made him try even harder, that made him want it even more, that made him become a better president. And as a
Wow.
bonus, I kind of got to, you know, use it for my essay for college a little bit too. So,
That is a great way of looking at it.
yeah.
So the funny thing is if they didn't use ranked choice voting, um, there was never a chance we were going to win because Henry and I share a lot of the same, we'll call them voting base. We have a lot of the same voting base. And so Beth Phila, if you come in last place or third place or anything but like first and second, they will take your second choice on the form and then add up the votes. So whichever one of us came in third place got all the extra votes. And somehow between both of us, we did not manage to win, but that's okay.
But that's okay.
I honestly, I got to give my little performance. It was really funny. People enjoyed it. And Noah really wanted that. I think he deserved it. He had been grade rep for like 2 years. So
I agree. Perfect way to put it.
it's a good time. That was very
Yeah.
nerve wracking. They call you into a room and you're just like sitting there and like, now
Yeah,
the
I know
next
because
president is like,
I did it freshman year, the first time I
oh,
could.
that's true.
We were literally new freshmen in high school when we were doing it. I was so freaking nervous, but I was just like, all right, we'll just do it. All right,
We
cool.
had the least like aggressive rivalry of all time. We were just like, yeah, we're gonna go in together. We sat down in the room together next to each other. And we were just like, whatever happens, happens.
Well, we were sitting next to each other, both kind of being like, are we gonna win?
It doesn't matter.
Both
I don't
side-eyeing
know.
Noah, who was sitting like across the row or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
but it was
it's
funny
good
because it was
times.
like
Okay.
as it was happening while I was campaigning, while I was putting up the posters, whatever, while people were talking to me about it, when I was writing even the speech, I was in. I was so ready. I was like, I need to win. I want to win. But as
Right.
soon as I lost, I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh
Maybe it's
wait, I don't care.
yeah, it didn't really bother me that much after I lost because I felt like, it is a lot of responsibility and Noah does deserve this. But my campaign posters were the funniest posters of all time. Literally, okay, so my last name is Hamburger, for those of you who don't know, spelled exactly like the food. And I would just have like the funniest posters. Like I would take celebrities, like I would get like Michelle Obama. I'd find a picture of her eating a hamburger and I'd be like, Michelle Obama approves, vote Eliav Hamburger for president. I had the best posters. And I thought that itself should have won me the election.
My
But
posters were good for a different reason. Um, I would say they definitely stood out the most as they were all neon, and they also were a callback to one the biggest event of that year, probably in the school that never, succeeded. So it was definitely standout posters that everyone was coming up to
that's
me
for
being
sure.
like, oh, and I was like, yeah.
It's good stuff.
And what?
I
What did you
admire
expect
it.
me to do? I don't remember Noah's posters, but
Well, you probably also didn't remember mine. So
no, yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
no,
Well,
I did not.
but
I was
it
very much just like, meh.
was a good election.
But you
Had
really
fun.
ran, like you really ran the inner workings of
It's
technology
true.
about the fella.
I
Like
got the
the
satisfaction.
you should have got, you really could have made, I feel like, a lot of money if you were paid like What you were doing at Beth Villa while we were there could have been a paid job.
Absolutely. I always said that like I should get a tuition reimbursement for like several thousands of dollars for the work I do there. When I was in, I guess right before we graduated, I was like walking down the hallway and I was like talking to Mr. Kaiser and someone was like, "Oh, Ellie, I was talking to you. That's so cool because he does all the tech stuff." Mr. Kaiser was like, "Yeah, he's not allowed to graduate. We need him here." And I was like, "Well, can't stay here forever." But I do feel like my job is a hefty amount of money. Should be paid for it.
It really should. And it wasn't just like tech stuff here or there. It was like everything.
Everything.
It was like
No.
not only the assemblies, not only the theater productions, not only the day-to-day stuff, not only the Wiener tournament, but it just keeps it could just keep
Yeah.
going.
And the second I leave, none of it is probably going to be kept up, which is super annoying because like they're not gonna be able to figure it out. It's gonna be like, all right, well, I'm glad he built all this, but I can't figure this out. So I guess we're going back to paper or whatever. But whatever.
Yeah. I mean awkward, but also like
I did my
when did you originally come to the school?
second grade. People either think that I've been here forever or like that I came in like sixth grade. And I've been like, no, I was in your class in second grade. We had Mrs. Lichter together. Like, you should remember
Well, it
this.
definitely feels like you've been there forever. But I also knew like that you had been. I didn't think you came in like middle school.
No, been here since second grade. Man, things really do change over time. Friend groups shift a lot. Second
Yes,
grade.
they
I remember
definitely
the middle
do.
days under the stairs during lunch in middle school. And then we were kicked out because maintenance got tired of cleaning up our trash.
There
Good
was a whole
times.
thing with the middle school kids about like the administration yelling at us for like leaving trash everywhere.
That or
That was a
snorting
huge
Smarties.
thing. Okay, yeah, let's get into that. So there
Dumbest
was
thing we've
a
ever done.
so there was a bar mitzvah, which for anyone listening who doesn't know what that is, it's basically a quinceanera, but like the Jewish version. Can I
Everyone
say
knows what a bar
that?
mitzvah is.
Am I gonna get
Uh,
canceled? I
I
don't
don't.
know.
So
Anyway,
it doesn't matter. People know what a bar mitzvah is probably more than they know what a quinceanera is because it's like in
yeah,
all
you're
popular
probably
media.
right. Just the celebration of becoming a man or woman under the, Jewish law, whatever. And so there's always like a little party, dance party, whatever, after that comes after. And at one of them, there was like some sort of candy theme, and there were Smarties. And for some reason, people thought that if they crushed the Smarties up into a powder and snorted it, that would do something.
Other than clog your lungs with dirty sugar powder.
So it didn't. And we literally had to have a whole grade discussion about it or something, and it was terrible.
And just to be clear, I never partook in such activities. And I believe the remarking words at the end of our talk was, come on, you guys can be more creative than that, which I took to heart.
Yes. Oh my
I'm pretty
God.
sure, is that not the way she
Holy
ended that
shit.
talk?
You just literally unlocked my memory when you said that.
I
Whoa.
laughed about that line for so long. I thought it was so funny. Uh,
Do you remember the one time where she also came into the I don't remember the name, but like that one davening room? You know the one that's I
the
don't know how
middle
to
school
describe
dining
it.
room, like by
You
Mr.
know
Stevens'
the
classroom.
stairs that we sat under?
Yeah.
If you went
The
up
Beit Midrash. Yeah.
yes, yeah, that one. I remember her one time saying something like, and if you have questions, that's great. And I'll answer how I'll answer. I have no idea. And I remember thinking, work, work, bitch.
She
She was
just
literally,
has.
I don't know. And I was like, yeah.
I love. I just her. She's very witty.
I
I
don't know
find her funny.
how we had so many like grade wide meetings or with like guidance counselors and stuff during middle
We were
school.
just
Like
the
it was
worst. And high
ridiculous.
school. We were just the worst grade. A teacher retired every year after having our class. Every single year. We were just that bad. But whatevs.
Yeah, it was like fifth grade, Miss Post-it. Sixth grade, Mr. Miller. Like it just kept going. It was so bad.
Yeah, I saw Miss Poston. Well, that one time I went to the eye doctor, I saw Mrs. Poston walking, I think, a dog. And I was like, oh
I
my
don't think
God,
I
I
would
haven't seen her in
recognize
10
her if I
years.
saw her.
Really? Oh, okay. She's
I
very.
can't think of
You can.
I can't think of her in my mind right now. So have you fully packed?
I am pretty much completely packed except for this podcasting mic and that computer. That's
Uh
pretty much it. I'm on top of things, and I'm not even going across the world, so got to
well,
keep up
I'm
the
not
standard.
leaving tomorrow. Okay, so there's that.
When do you
Leave
leave?
I leave at Sunday at 6 p.m.
How long's the
That is
flight?
long, 14 hours.
Really? 14 hours to Italy? Jeez.
Or
Okay.
maybe a little bit
Well,
less.
it seems like a lot because I don't know how many to get to Israel. It's like 17, but that's all the way in Asia. I don't know. Maybe it's the same distance on the other side.
It's a little bit
Very
less,
cool.
but flying out of JFK, which adds an extra 4 hours of travel time because I have to drive to New York. Um, so flying out of New York to Paris, then Paris to Florence.
That sounds, those are like the three places I would expect to find you: New York, Paris, and then Florence. I feel like those are your like three spirit cities, you know?
Very that. I'm so excited to be there and like meet all the people that I've been talking to. If you're listening, any of those people, I'm so excited to see you. And I'm just honestly just happy to not have to see any of y'all's Pikesville fucking faces anymore.
Nice. I know, listen, I get it. I completely understand.
No, I'm totally kidding, but also like not
Even though I'm
really.
going to UMD. Yeah,
Mm.
well, I'm going to UMD with 50% of Beth Villa, so that's okay.
It's not
Um,
50%.
I
You would
if
have
you look,
calculated it actually, if
if
anyone would have.
I
Shit.
don't know, but if you look at the Instagram account with all of the people, I think it's 50% of the Instagram account, but there's probably some bias to that. I don't know. But yeah, you're kind of living my dream. Italy's on my number one country to visit list. Goes
Like
Italy.
right, I'm getting ready. I got my book. I'm just excited, and I also it's one of my top places too. Like I
As
always
it should.
wanted to
It's
visit
just
there.
what a fantastic, because like you can go to like Rome and like see all, what is the Colosseum there? You get to see all the cool old buildings that whatever in history. But then you can go to like some hillside near the water or like some rural village where they have like
Yeah,
amazing gelato or whatever, and you can just hang out there. Just sounds
yeah,
amazing.
pretty
And the
much.
coffee. The
Oh
coffee.
yeah,
Oh,
the coffee is gonna be
oh my
good.
God.
It's gonna, you know what? Being in Italy is definitely gonna get me used to drinking hot coffee because I really never drink hot coffee like at all.
Yeah.
But they don't really
Iced
do
coffee is the way to go.
ice or iced coffee that much in Italy, so we're gonna get more used to the hot coffee experience.
I don't know if it's the same way in Italy. It probably is in most of Europe, in that after meals, they give you a shot of espresso that
I'll take
just to
it.
like give you a boost after the meal. And so people will just like hand you a shot of espresso. It's probably difficult to get down just a plain shot of espresso, but
Oh, I
it's
have
probably delicious.
lots of experience with that. Working at Panera, all
Oh,
y'all
oh
know
yeah,
I
you
work.
told me about
All y'all
this.
listening, like working at Panera Bread, which I recently quit. Thank Jesus. Whew. But they have fucking rats. I can say that now that I've quit. On air, on YouTube, they have rats, mice technically, but anyway.
There's a
So
difference.
when yeah, they weren't that big. When there was like a log shift or a big rush or something, and then I got tired, I would just brew like a shot of espresso, which is two shots because
Right.
that's the normal amount to put in. So it'd be two shots of espresso, and you just kind of chuck it back and get that
How do you use like a
boost.
pre-made like mix or something? No, you really brewed it.
Yeah, I mean we have them our machine. It has all the beans, and then it grinds them and then brews them.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. Although I did have a cappuccino last night, and that was actually quite nice. So maybe I am not that bad with hot
So
coffee.
I don't know how they're going to be with coffee in Italy, because in America, when you go to a restaurant, they'll do whatever you want them to. If you pay them enough, they'll do it. In Europe, it's like an insult to them if you don't accept the meal the way they've provided it. Like
Yeah,
you can't, like, if they don't have put pesto on their pizza, they're not going to put pesto on your pizza. Like
right,
that's, they make it
exactly.
this way, you get it this way, because it's like their art. They want to like share their art with you, and you're like
And
kind
it's
of
a
ruining
lot
it.
more like culturally significant than a lot of food here. So
Right, because America is disgusting and run by fast food giants. But,
ah,
whatever. You
that.
win some battles, you lose some battles. It's fine. But
I'm
I
fine
don't
with
know if they
that.
have lattes because I think I could be wrong. I can look it up, but I'm pretty sure that lattes were invented in America.
Yeah, I've heard
Let's
from a
see.
couple people that as far as like milk and coffee,
Hmm.
it's
They
a
don't
little
do
bit
it.
of a difficult situation over
Yeah,
there.
and I just looked it up. It was invented in California, and like a latte is like espresso, and it's like the most milky espresso drink. So they might make a cappuccino because that's like a little bit of milk with espresso. But I have a
Mostly
feeling it's gonna be
foam.
hard to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be hard to get a latte or something. I don't even know if they'll do
We'll
flavors.
see. I'll go and I'll say, could I'll go into the random cafe in the like just like rural Italy and be like, could I have a grande iced chai tea latte with oat milk? Thanks.
Light ice, and then like
Light
you in there, you
extra
Google
ice.
translate it, and you just have Google speaking, and they're like, no. But
They
yeah,
say, get the
I'm a
fuck
caramel
out of
guy,
here.
and I feel
Love
like they won't
caramel.
have certain caramel is just I don't people who do vanilla, I don't get it. Caramel is the way to go
Let me
every
take you
time.
through the drink I make, which is like my energy Red Bull boost at Panera. I made it literally
Oof.
every shift, which is probably really bad for me because it has so much caffeine, which you can count up the caffeine. Okay, so basically, here's what you do: you take the cup, not the cup that you're gonna pour it in, a separate cup, and you do like three good, like hearty pumps of caramel in that, and then you add two or three pumps of like cane sugar to that, and then you put it under the
Oof.
espresso thing and you do a triple shot of espresso into it, stir it around so you incorporate it and melt all of the caramel into the espresso, pour that over ice, fill it up the rest of the way with almond milk and mix it, and then add three pumps of chai syrup.
How did you not like have to run to the bathroom like every 3 seconds after? I mean, I
I
guess
don't
if you're
know.
using oat milk or almond milk, but like 3 shots of espresso. Well, I guess 3 shots is usually what I have in my drink, but
Yeah.
that's a lot.
And then
That's
it was
really sweet.
plus all the sugar, plus the chai, which has so much caffeine. It was like you felt it in your heart.
Gross. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if caffeine itself is like bad for you, probably in high dosages, but if you just drank black coffee, like if you drink like 4 or 5 cups a day, which is a lot, I think you get like some pretty significant health benefits.
I really
But
just cannot drink black coffee, but maybe I'll get
I can't
there. I
either.
don't know.
Yeah. But there are probably also some risks about like heart stuff, but
I
I
really
don't
don't
know.
like
I love
black
coffee.
coffee.
I can't, if I have brewed coffee, I can't drink it with sweetener in it anymore. I can just put like milk in it or oat milk, but like I don't want to put cream or sugar or anything in it. Just doesn't vibe.
And it changes the flavor notes of the coffee.
Exactly. But lattes loaded up with caramel syrup. I'm all in.
Oh yeah, I really love caramel. It's so good.
It's just delicious. It's the best. And it's funny because it's literally just sugar that's melted. That's like caramel is. It's literally just sugar
Yeah.
and
Corn
butter, I
syrup,
guess.
butter,
Well, I guess if you're
just
making it
butter
into
and
syrup, yeah.
sugar.
So literally just butter and sugar, but that's okay.
Hmm.
This is America. That's how we do things here. Butter and sugar. Literally disgusting, but it's
Yeah, it's
delicious.
pretty gross. So yeah, it'll be nice to have the coffee in Italy. I'll finish packing and get all of that over with. And then I also have to do some I have to channel my inner Eliav in my technology department because I have to figure out like my SIM card and my data
Ooh, yeah.
situation over there. So
Are you gonna bring the podcasting mic?
yes, and I'm thinking
Decent.
about getting
Okay.
another one because this one was like not super expensive. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking about maybe getting another one so that I could have it for the guests. So it'll be
I watched some
nice.
like Twitch streams. If you want like a really nice mic, I think blue microphones are like super nice, but
Hmm.
they're also like really expensive.
Yeah, don't have the budget for that. Going to a foreign country.
I was gonna say
Uh,
here you've got better things to spend money on.
yeah, like the fucking hundreds of dollars I spend at like Goodwill. That's what my money goes towards.
Well, once you get to
The
Italy, hopefully
wardrobe
you'll
for
spend it on
Italy, yeah,
like
the wardrobe for Italy is gonna be popping. That's for sure.
Most important part. But you
Most
need to have
important
extra
part.
money to like buy pizza there and other random
Yeah.
Italian things.
Luckily, I have like the best possible meal plan in that.
Oh yeah, how's that work there? Like where do you go? Where do
So
you
I don't know if I told Olivia this on the last podcast, but basically there's uh Villa Natalia, which is the villa that have my room in. There's Villa Coletta, which is the other dorms, and then there's like another building, and between those three, you have like the dining hall, the classes, the everything. So it's pretty compact. Um, and actually, there are a ton of different locations for NYU that aren't in New York, but this is the only location where the food for the meal plan in Florence is actually made from what they grow on the campus at NYU Florence.
Oh, so I heard you talking about this. I
Right?
thought you were talking about the one in New York. Oh,
No.
interesting.
Isn't that
Okay, so hold
crazy? Like
on.
that's crazy.
That is pretty like how many people are going? Like it has to be a
Oh,
lot.
not that many.
No, to the entire school in
Oh, a
Italy.
lot. Oh
No, I
no,
was gonna
not
say
that
that's
many.
how many?
Under 500.
That's still a lot of people to feed with a garden that you're making yourself. That's a
Oh yeah, I
lot.
guess so. I guess so. Yeah.
It's got to be significant. So wait, this is technically an NYU school.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like a partnership. Oh, very interesting. Because I was going to make fun of you for going to Italy to learn about English, but okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. I have 4 classes, so and one of them is English and one of them is Italian. So it's
Oh,
basically
fun to
like
learn Italian.
yeah, it'll be fun. And it's like the intensive course that I take every day at 8 in the morning. So it'll be fun to do.
Italian is not on the list of languages I want to learn just because it doesn't have much like that
You
you
have a
can only use
list
it
of
in Italy.
languages you want to learn.
I do. For instance, like I would want to learn like Mandarin because it's so useful. And listen, it's
True. You
the
could use
business
it in
capital
a
of the like
plethora of Asian countries.
Plethora. And I want to learn Arabic because that covers like a significant portion of Asia and the Middle East, right? Like you can go to any of those countries probably and speak
True.
Arabic, but they probably have different dialects. And I
True.
wanted to learn Yiddish just because it's fun. And so actually did learn a little bit of Yiddish, but
Just because it's fun.
just because it's like it feels culturally relevant, you know?
I think that because I've been learning Hebrew for 18 years and I
And you know nothing.
basically know nothing, it makes me only slightly nervous about like,
I think
you
it's
know,
just the way our classes were structured, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
true.
Aval ani yachol lidaber be'ivrit. So there you go.
But
Yeah. Also,
disgusting.
Yiddish is literally just imagine taking English, spelling it into Hebrew, and then pronouncing it really badly. Like I have a book is ich habe a Buch. It's literally just English, but
Yeah.
said in Hebrew.
And then sprinkle maybe like a little bit of German in there or something.
Exactly.
Ugh, I'm just so smart. Oh my God. It's like
There you are.
crazy.
You're a
I'm
linguist.
not
Look at
I'm
you.
not gonna have any issues in Italy. Oh my God, I'm gonna learn the language in two
Of course
days.
not.
It's gonna be
You're gonna
crazy.
know how to speak Italy literally in the first week. You're gonna be going to the rural hillside and ordering that mocha chai latte in perfect Italian, and they will tell you to please leave
In
the store,
perfect
you dirty
Italian.
American, in perfect
Yeah, you
Italian.
piece of shit. You goddamn
Exactly.
fucking fucker. Yeah.
How do
In
you learn? Do
perfect
they teach you
Italian.
that in Italian 101? Do they teach you how to say that?
Hopefully.
Hmm. It'll come in handy, I'm sure.
Yeah. Phrase number 1. Suck my dick. Yeah.
Exactly.
This
Very
is
useful.
the intensive Italian class. So
Oh,
we'll see how
goodness.
that works out. But you're gonna be I mean, sure I'll be in Italy, but you'll be there like in UMD partying every night, getting wasted.
Every night. Exactly. You know it. I'll be the head of all of the frats.
Ugh, I
I'll be
hated
doing
hearing that.
keg stands and all sorts of crazy stuff. You know me.
You look like you're one of those people who would have like a sip of a beer and then be like turn, like
First
fully
off,
turn.
all right. Well, I'll take that. I'll
Well,
accept
I'll
that.
take it.
I'll take it. I would, I'm sure I'm super fun turned.
Ah,
Hmm, it's okay.
oh
We
my
don't need
God.
to, go into that territory. Some people's personalities change and some people's don't. And I don't know whether my personality would change or not.
Well, we'll see eventually.
One day when I'm 21 years of age, for everyone listening to this podcast, we will know.
Exactly. I mean, he's practically
Thank you,
drunk right
FBI.
now, drinking this kombucha shit.
Booch actually sometimes does have a very, very small amount of alcohol.
I'm gonna need you to stop saying booch immediately. Immediately.
Make you spit it out. Kombucha.
I spit my drink on Alexis today.
Yo, you
we were
have
at
a
Starbucks.
talent of spitting things near or around Alexis. No context needed.
No.
For the podcast.
Oh, I see where you're going. Okay.
You did see where I went with
It
that.
didn't hit me originally.
You don't have to say anything.
Now I see it.
It hit Alexis and Ari. Okay. Moving on.
So we were at Starbucks today. And I got my little pumpkin chai latte, whatever, and I was drinking it. And then Alexis out of nowhere showed me a picture on her phone where she was like blurry jumping in the air looking like a demon. And I like laughed and I did like a little and it's just like shot all over her. And it was so upsetting.
It's beautiful.
I felt so bad, but I was also like, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, a little gross, but yeah, kombucha has a very small amount of alcohol in it sometimes because of the yeast in it. So I am definitely turned right now.
Yeast.
Do you want the science lesson?
I haven't.
Yeah,
no, I don't. And
have you ever had kombucha?
Nope.
Really?
No.
Come on.
Mm-mm.
You're literally like the target demographic for kombucha.
Why? Because I'm gay? Is this a targeted attack? Because I'm skinny?
No.
Wow, this is a targeted attack.
It's because you have curly hair, Henry.
Oh,
obviously. That's the only reason why.
Are you coming from my receding hairline? Wow.
You know it. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Podcast, right in front of my salad. Wow. Wow.
But you should try it. And for anyone who's listening who will try it, whatever you do, don't smell it first. Just don't. Just drink it. Don't smell it. Don't smell it.
It's good for you, right? That's why people drink it.
Smell it. Yeah. The reason that's why I drink it. Sure. It's good for you because of those, the bacteria and yeast. It's a good probiotic for your stomach. It's just amazing.
The real reason he drinks it is because he likes pain.
I do. The real reason is because I just want to fit in. That's all I've ever wanted in life. And it's just a great way to fit in.
Not I just want to fit in. We were both the outcasts types in the
I sort of disagree in that like the popular people like all like they liked me. Like they liked my presence.
Are you saying they didn't like me?
No, I'm saying it could also apply to you. I'm simply saying that I disagree with the outcast. I was definitely like wasn't like in that group so much because I wasn't really friends with them, but like they all like liked me and were like friendly, But you're not the outcast. You had everyone. You had Olivia.
I know. Let's be real. Let's be real. I was the people's favorite. I'll say it again. I've said it before. It's just a fact.
The lone wolf.
The lone wolf.
Everyone's favorite. Exactly.
Gorge. But also, okay, this is so funny. I don't know why this just came to me. Do you remember? Because I have this vivid memory of one of our earlier Shabbatones.
Yes, I already know what you're talking about. I was going through topics that Henry might talk about, and I was like, I know he's gonna talk about this. What a good, because I never came on Shabbatones. I've been on like 2 in high school, I think.
Wait, which one? Which moment are you thinking of?
Are you talking about like when we shared the bunk bed?
Yes, we shared a bunk bed.
I know. We shared a bunk bed.
That was so fun.
Always was super not afraid. I don't know. Shabbatones just weren't my vibe. Just not my vibe. I think I went to 2 in total of our grade at Shabbatones, and one of them I slept on the bottom level and Henry slept at the top level bunk bed.
The other one you went to was the one at the farm, right? Wasn't it me, you, and Ethan?
What farm?
At Pearlstone.
No, I never went to Pearlstone with Beth the Philo. What was the second one?
With the hypnotist? You didn't go for that?
No, I don't think so. Because I remember being like really annoyed at everyone trying to hypnotize each other after that Shabbatone. I was like, just shut up. You're not doing it. They're literally pretending to be hypnotized. They're not. They're like, oh my God. That was the
I didn't
worst
text.
week. Do you remember this?
I was there. Yeah, it was
So
terrible.
a week after the Shabbaton, after they had this hypnotist, and I wasn't even on it, in the hallways, wherever you go, there would be some random like 10th grader, like, if you close your eyes and I'm going to count to 10 and then snap my fingers in your face 6 times, and then you're gonna like run into Mrs. Payne's room screaming, and you're like, they're not hypnotized. They're just screaming in Mrs. Payne's room. That's literally the only reason. But whatever. That really annoyed me,
See,
that
and the
entire
funny
thing.
part is that for all of you listening, I think I've already explained, but a Shabbaton is basically like an overnight like field trip at a campsite um with our whole grade. And they don't it's not like they do them in the beginning of the year when it makes sense, when it's nice, or in the middle, maybe like October time, when it's like folly and fun. No, they do it in December
Folly like that.
when it's cold as fuck. Like it was literally the Pearlstone Center one I was just talking about. It was snowing. There was snow on the ground when we were
Yeah, I
there.
wasn't there for that. Oh, because I
Snowball
remember about
fight.
the snowball fight. I wasn't there. I
Well,
remember
that
hearing about it
okay.
after.
Well, there was also the snowball fight at Capitol
Oh.
Camps. That was like the major snowball fight where like Leah gets hit in the face and like is crying. That was a
So I
different
went to
one.
one at Capitol Camps, which is the one where we shared the bunk bed.
I don't know
And
if that was the
then
same one. I don't think it was.
could
It
be.
wasn't.
And then yeah,
It
so
wasn't.
probably wasn't because I don't remember the snowball fight. Also, I don't think it was snowing. And then the second one I went
Because
on was
because in
the
the snowball fight one, it was the girls who were at the bottom part, like the bottom bunks. But we shared a bunk bed when we were on like the bottom row of
yeah.
cabins.
Yes, this is true. And the second one I went on was the 12th grade one in the hotel.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one.
Oh, it was so much fun. That was a good one. It was a fun time. Yeah. So those were the two I went on. Good
So
times. I
yeah,
think what
our bunk bed.
it was in the corner away from everyone else who was screaming and being
Yeah.
annoying. And we played like Would You Rather. I think it was that me, you,
Oh yeah,
Ethan was there. It was
we
a good
had a
time.
great little time. We had our nice like convo. That was probably the first like actual long conversation we ever had was like that. I would
Probably
say.
true. Well, I don't know. I forget everything before ninth grade, so could be,
Okay.
could be.
Fortnite, maybe.
I my memory, like random things I remember, but very possibly. Good times.
Because that was the same year that I took that like iconic picture of all of the boys on the other side of the cabin that they all like posted on their Instagram.
Oh, that was you?
I took that picture with
That's
Eli like slapping his butt, like that picture. Yeah. I got
no, I'm
no
thinking of a
credit
different
from
one.
any of them.
There was one picture
Now
that
I need
like
to see if any of them still
all the
have it.
boys took, and there were certain people's Instagrams where that still is the only picture they've ever posted.
I feel like we're thinking of the same picture.
Could be. Let me look this up because I was every time like I would mention someone and be like, oh, show me a picture, and I like look at their Instagram. This would be the only picture on it, which is kind of sad. I
I know Eli had posted it at some point.
feel like Simon would have it. No.
No, I think Eli got rid
Yeah,
of it.
Simon. No, no. Yes, Simon has it.
Wait, stop. No way. For real?
I think we're talking about different pictures. We were talking about different pictures. I found the one you took. Different
Wait, you
picture.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, were you talking about this picture?
Yeah, I was talking about that
Okay,
one.
because that was even later then. Because that in that picture,
Did you also take that one?
no, I wasn't invited to that because homophobia.
Yikes.
But but no, that picture has the Krieger Sector kids in it. I'm talking about even further back. Where's the one?
Oh. No, no, I saw. I found it. It's on Simon's.
No, it's not.
I was literally just there. It definitely is.
No, I'm
Oh,
literally
sorry,
looking
Ronan's.
at it.
Ronan. Sorry, Ronan.
Oh, that's a good call.
Ronan's at the bottom.
Yes! Pals before gals, so iconic. And me not even tagged.
Wow. The struggle is real.
And I'll never forget that right after this picture was taken, Um, I think Rabbi Soskal like walked right in or something.
One of the comments says Rabbi walks
Really?
in. Good
See?
time.
Memories.
There you go.
The memories of it
Uh,
all.
good times.
Those Shabbatons are so good. Really
Yeah, why didn't you
great
come on the senior
memories.
one?
I don't know. I was just, I don't know. Looking back, maybe I definitely wouldn't have gone on the camping thing, but I may have done the Shabbaton, like looking back.
A good call. Yeah, I didn't
I
do
don't
the
know
camping
why
thing
I
because
didn't
I
do it.
hate the outdoors.
Yeah,
Bugs are
same.
disgusting and dirt is
Well,
gross.
okay, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I am not a very outdoorsy person, not a very athletic person. That's the one who likes camping at all.
True.
That said, I love nature. I love a good hike.
Oh, I've
Like
always
I
said if I could
like,
like enclose an acre of the forest and just get rid of all of the bugs. Of course, all the plants would die, but if I could pretend they wouldn't, and I could just like
right,
lie down and sleep in the forest with no bugs and like
right,
not have dirt on me, I'd love that. But unfortunately,
same.
that's not how nature works.
Right, exactly. But like I love nature, love walking, love hiking, like I love that stuff. Just not the
Yeah.
camping.
Nope. Sounds unpleasant. I'm sure there's some cool hikes you can do in Italy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm definitely more of like a glamper.
Understood.
I need my need my running water.
Pull out your George Foreman grill, hot dogs,
Yeah. I need that tent to be fucking airtight sealed.
no bugs.
No fucking bugs. I am so afraid of spiders. Although, I will say that I've been reading this book called Braiding Sweetgrass that I have to read for school, and I'm about halfway through it. And it's all about this woman. It's from this woman's perspective who is both a scientist, like biologist, with like a master degree and everything, PhD, but also is Native American. So she has these very like
You
these two
juxtapose
very
those like those were very different things.
they're very different perspectives on like the natural world, and as she
Oh,
like
I
the
get,
book
okay.
she kind of describes things and it makes me feel like everything, because obviously the Native American perspective is very much more like every like we think of people as the only beings that have like souls kind of, but the Native American perspective is like every being on this earth is a person. It's just they're not a human person. So but they're all of equal importance. So I don't know. It just makes me see things a little bit differently.
There are actually some weird things in Judaism that sometimes people supposedly get reincarnated, I think, as animals. Fun
See, love
fact.
that.
Supposedly, I think
Oh, what
like
animal
righteous
would you?
Jews.
Wait, hold on. What animal would you want to be reincarnated as, bitch?
So actually at the end of the camp I went to for like the end of the yearbook where you like write down something funny, we did spirit animals, and I decided that my spirit animal is an eagle. Not an eagle, sorry, a owl.
I love that because I was gonna
Have
say
you
something similar. And you, well, first of all, it's got to be some sort of bird. Who
you
wouldn't choose a
love
bird?
birds.
I do, and I do,
You
I do,
wouldn't have you would always
I
choose
do love
birds.
birds.
No one else would choose a bird except for
Because
you.
first of all, your first thought has to be, well, I want to do an animal that lives a long time. I'm not going to do like a dog or something because it's going to be 14 years and then you're going to be dead.
That was
I
not
want a
my
long
thought
life,
process.
and the birds be living so long, the owls, but my thought was like maybe like a raven or like,
I'll take it. I like Edgar Allan Poe. I'm down for that.
so like maybe a raven or maybe like a kiwi.
It's not an animal.
Yes, it is.
No, it's a living
Oh no,
object. It's
I'm
not an
talking about the
animal.
bird, the kiwi.
Oh,
Not the fruit,
I
bitch.
was like,
I'm done. I'm leaving the fucking podcast. That's it. That was the
not a
last.
kiwi. Makes no
Uh,
sense. Can
no,
you
the
tell everyone what your
bird.
email used to be? Say it. What was your email
It
address?
still is, so you can't even come
Oh,
for me. It's still my Apple ID. I don't. I'm not gonna change that.
Okay, just so I
Partially
won't
because I
dox
don't know
you,
how, but
I will leave out the numbers at the ends, but the first
it's
words
bird
are birdie
lover.
lover.
It's
Is it not
bird
birdie?
lover.
Oh, it's just
No,
bird
that
lover.
was on
Okay,
Instagram.
right,
Okay,
that's
so
fair.
don't get it twisted.
Of course, I would never. God forbid.
Bird
What a good time.
lover.
Anyways, have you seen Avatar?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason I chose owl because of Wan Shi Tong, who is that humongous owl
Oh,
who lives in the
love.
library.
Great
Right.
character.
Some people hate him and some people love him. I like him because he's so much more objective and he's like he does not put up with any of their nonsense. He's like, why
Yeah.
are you here? They're like, because we want to
Get the
defeat the
fuck
evil people.
out.
And he was like, the evil people were also here last week saying they wanted to defeat the evil people. So which is it? And they were like, I don't know. Now we're gonna try and kill you and steal your books. And he was like, no,
Yeah.
leave. He's just a great character.
That's your avatar character.
Of course, it's my avatar character any day, one
Well,
hundred
but who do
percent.
you think my avatar character is? Because we already kind of talked about this on the podcast at some point. But who do you
Your
think mine would be?
avatar character. Ugh, it's
Because
all blurring now.
there's my favorite character to watch, but there's also the character that I think is the most similar to me, like I identify with the most.
I'm trying to think who. Hmm, you think you would be? Are we only doing the first seasons? Or are we also doing Korra or only
Not
Avatar?
Korra. Not
Not
Korra.
Korra. Okay, now I have to think.
We could do Korra character next because I have that answer lined up as well.
I don't know what you'd be because I'm trying to think of all the characters there were. I don't know. Would you be? You're definitely not the Avatar. That's for
No.
sure. Avatar cast. Let's see. What characters are there? You're not. You're not. Whatchamacallit.
I'm
What's the
okay, I'll
dude?
give you a hint. I'm none of the main core characters in the series. I'm definitely one of the side characters.
Are you Appa? Is that no?
Yes, it's a yes for me. I'm Appa.
You're not. You're not
No,
Zuko.
I'm not
That's for
Appa,
sure.
but
You're
I'm
not
trying to find,
Sokka.
yeah, not that. I'm trying to
Um,
find a man whose spiritual avatar character is Appa.
someone
If you're
told me I'm.
listening right now, if you're listening right now and you connect the most with Appa on Avatar, hit me
Oh,
up because we're
someone
probably meant
told
to be.
me that I also embody Iroh, which I kind of get.
I like that for
Kind of
you.
true. Oh, are
But
you
I feel
Azula?
like, see, okay, Azula is my favorite character to watch. That said, I don't think I'm most
Yeah.
similar to Azula because she's
Mm,
very Leo energy, like spiteful,
oh, don't do astrology with me. I don't do astrology.
and I'm not very much that, you know?
Astrology is my enemy, but that's okay. I don't know. I'm looking at the
Uh,
cast list. I don't see that many other people you could be. Um, Toph?
I love that for me, but no.
No, you're
I'm
not
I
Toph.
feel like I'm very clearly May.
Interesting.
I feel like we
Interesting.
share a lot of similarities and just like the way we like say things, the way our minds work, I feel like May and I have a very like that's my girl.
That's fair.
Both kind of
I go with
like
that.
uh like quiet, thinking, smart, witty, but also ain't afraid to stab a bitch in the back, you know?
I feel like Abigail's more May, no?
I see that for
Maybe
her
that's
too.
maybe it's just, the e-girl vibe. I don't know.
Definitely May vibes.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, I'm
That's for
I'm Wan
sure.
Shitong, full on.
I love that for you. Or maybe
I
I'm
am an
Avatar
owl.
Kyoshi. I think that's who I
True.
actually am.
That's fair. Who's your Legends of
Avatar
Korra character?
Kyoshi in season like one or whatever, when that bitch was like, no, I killed him. When Aang said, and then what did you do? And she goes, oh no, he died, like I killed him.
That was it.
Ah.
You know who Rummy
um,
is? This is an easy one. I just came up with this and it's totally correct. You know who he is? He is the original
Zuko.
Avatar. No,
Oh
he's the
yeah.
original Avatar. Do you remember
Which
when they like
one?
go and no,
There are
no,
so many that they.
the first Avatar that ever was. Remember they go into like this whole different animation and they spend like multiple episodes on how the Avatar came into existence
Yes.
with Rava and whatever. And
Yeah, but I don't remember
he's
who
the
the
original
first
Avatar.
was.
He, the whole entire side story is following this one dude. I forgot his name, and he is the original Avatar. He was why the Avatar was invented. Do you not
Juan?
remember this? Yeah, Juan. That's his name.
Yeah, I'm
That's
seeing it
from.
now, but I don't remember.
You don't remember this at all?
I
It's
don't
like a
remember his
3 episode
storyline.
arc where they explain it. He like I think he like releases like the spirit of evil, and then he like
I think
diminishes
it's
the
in
spirit of
Legends of
good.
Korra.
That's probably true, but he's
And
still
I did not
Juan. That's
watch
him.
all of it. I did not watch all of Legends of Korra.
That's why.
I
Why
know
didn't you
it's
you gotta
it's
get
bad.
on
I need to
that?
finish
Well,
it.
how can you even say that you have a spirit character in the Legends of Korra if you haven't even watched it?
Well, it's not the same. I've watched Avatar twice completely. Korra I have not even finished once, so it's not the same. But I do feel like also, first of all, Bolin, my baby daddy, my
Who
husband.
I was gonna say who would be their person in reality, but now I feel like we
We
shouldn't
shouldn't.
explore that.
We don't
Let's
need to go
not.
into that.
That's okay. Bolin is great. Good character. A
That's
lot
my
of
husband.
development for him.
That said, I feel like Asami and I just have that like we see each
Badassery.
other. We see
Yeah.
each other. Yeah.
But it
So
is
very that.
Legends of Korra is great. Every season is like a different critique of like a government style, my political mind going into
Oh,
it. I didn't love how they did some of their critiques because some of it was like, fascism's real bad, but communism's pretty much the same thing. You're like, oh, I don't know about that. Those are very different ideologies. And they kind of like just criticize everything. They
oh,
did a good job criticizing capitalism, though.
you know who my current fucking celebrity crush is?
You want me to guess?
Well, you just reminded me of it for some reason. So that's it. It's
Because of communism? Is it a political streamer? Is it Hasan Piker?
yeah.
I was gonna guess it the first. I didn't even need to go down that road,
Did
but I was
you
afraid that if
see?
I
Did you see the thing that he just did where it's like going viral on TikTok right now?
where he bought the house,
Well, first of all, that was a big thing that
that was a big
is
thing.
happening right now. But also, no, I'm talking about the thing where he's on like a live stream and he goes, he reads out a comment and he goes, "No, that's not why you want to fuck me." You haven't seen this? He goes,
No,
"You want to fuck me because I'm 6'4", you like my political beliefs, and you think that I'm sexually attractive." And I was like,
I have not seen this. I was gonna say
It's
his name
amazing.
first, but I thought I should ask you if it was a political streamer because I feel like most people don't know who that is, and if I had just said it, you would have been like, "Who are you talking about?" And I would have been like, "Oh, never mind." But I'm impressed with myself. That took me 2 seconds. Nice. Okay, it's valid. It is valid. I will validate you.
It's almost like you knew, you know? It's almost
I
like
knew.
you just been new.
I did. He's very, very similar to us, just tall, lanky. We're pretty much the same. We're
Yeah,
all Hassan
except he's
Piker
like
on the inside.
fully bulky, like beefed up.
What are you trying to say about us? Hmm?
That
Are you saying we're not?
we're shaped like pretzel sticks.
This may be true.
Thin and brown.
And oh man. Okay. Well,
It's a
yeah.
fact. It is a fact.
Hassan. Is it Hassan or Hassan? I'm gonna go with Hassan. Hassan is very cool. He's a cool dude.
Yeah,
Respect him. And he bought a very expensive house and he got a lot of criticism over that. I'm
because he
like, whatever.
criticizes capitalism and then buys a
Yeah,
$3
but it's
billion
like,
mansion or
yeah,
whatever.
you exist in capitalism. Like, what are you gonna do about it? I don't know.
Exactly.
It's like your anger is better spent elsewhere.
It's like, does
Do
it
do
really
better
matter
things.
that I no longer eat at Chick-fil-A? I don't know.
Not really. Like, just if you're gonna
Still not
tweet
doing
about
it,
something,
but
find something more fun to tweet about, you know?
yeah, very that. Like it's more for me. I know that none of my hard-earned cash money is not going to
I've never eaten at Chick-fil-A too, so there you go.
Chick-fil-A. Are you still doing
You,
that whole kosher thing?
definitely with meat and chicken,
Yeah,
but
and
also
Eliav just eats so much meat. Just so much meat.
for the record, this is not true. I eat a normal. Okay,
He's
I'm
lying.
done
He's
here.
backtracking now, but it's
I am
fine.
a vegetarian now. Now I'm a vegetarian after this interaction. Okay. Yeah.
Kombucha and just
I
vegetables.
I always said I could literally be a vegetarian if I just didn't have to cut out chicken. I feel like chicken's just too important to the things that I eat.
I eat a lot of chicken.
Yeah, it's just delicious. It works. Like, I mean, I have curry tonight. What's curry without chicken? Nothing.
Yeah. I honestly, it's so hard because I feel like I eat a lot more meat than I realize, but I feel like I could be a vegetarian if it just kept fish.
It's called a pescatarian. That is actually a different thing. Correct.
Right. I could do that, I think.
So just I I could be a vegetarian if I had like unlimited spending money. Like if I could go to, STEM Farm Plus Kitchen in our house and like buy a vegan or vegetarian every single day from them, like I'd be set. Like I could totally do that. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, it costs a ridiculous amount of money and I'd be broke very soon. So I can't.
that.
But, you know,
So obviously I'm not. I do be eating chicken, beef. Although the easiest one would be, I think, to cut out would be beef. Like
I
people
think
always
so
talk about like
too.
my favorite food steak. Bitch, when are you eating steak?
Exactly. That's something like on
No
special
one like
occasions, like it's definitely missed, but like in your regular everyday existence, like you don't eat that much like ground beef or steak or like
I
brisket.
eat
Like it's
yeah, like
nice to have, but
I eat a burger maybe twice a month.
yeah, it's not a big deal. Like brisket is fantastic, and I'd be like really upset if I was in front of like a nice juicy brisket and like I couldn't take part because I was a vegetarian. But like I have brisket what 12, 13 times a year
But I
maximum.
always but I always would be, I feel like, fine substituting that for salmon. So I do think I could be a
No,
successful
false and
pescatarian.
incorrect. I don't even like. I mean, like fish is fine, and sushi I love it, but like
I
oh
just
three
love
days salmon
sushi.
fine.
And I'm just
I
trying
love
to
sushi
find
too.
somebody. I'm just trying to find somebody who says they love sushi, but actually like will try crazy sushi. Because like Alexis, love her. She says she loves sushi. She doesn't really. Anna, love her. She says she loves sushi. She doesn't really. I'm talking about like octopus, like eel, like actual like crazy fish, genuine like
Here, you know what I'll
sushi.
say? I would totally do it if I didn't keep kosher. That's my excuse. All right. Okay.
I respect that. But like Alexis will be like, I love sushi. And then she's like, so I'll have the mango and avocado roll.
I used to love mango kiwi rolls, and then I was like, this feels wrong. This feels immoral.
She's like, oh, I
Because
don't
it does
like
taste good.
she's like, oh, I don't like raw fish though. I'm like,
Yeah, that's just not sushi
okay.
anymore.
All right.
Like California rolls, whatever. That's like baseline. I can eat that for sure.
Baseline.
Spicy
That's
tuna,
the
I can't do it.
minimum.
I prefer it cooked, but like I can do raw salmon easy. That's no problem.
I love raw fish more than cooked fish.
That's kind of weird. Not gonna lie, a little weird.
What? It tastes better.
It's just a different texture. Like I don't know, whatever. I won't yuck your yum. Okay.
I love fish. I love all things fishy.
I'm gonna
Fish
let you
kind
take that one back. If you
fish
wanna, if you
connoisseur
wanna
over here.
recant that statement.
I'm
Uh,
straight now. No, yeah. I'll recant the statement.
have you
I
ever had
do.
tuna steak?
Yeah, love.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Really, really good.
There's like this orange juice marinade, which sounds weird, but it's delicious.
No, that sounds good.
Absolutely
Citrusy,
fantastic.
love.
Yeah,
But
citrusy
also
has like
like
Hawaii.
when it comes to shellfish, it's kind of a different story. And it's not that I don't like shellfish. It's
I have
just
no
that
input.
t it's it's just that I don't really see the point in shellfish. Like I could see like I'll get like a fried oyster, sure, but I'm not getting like a crab and picking through the crab. No,
No.
it's not
Yeah,
happening.
there's a few things that like never enticed me. Like there are a lot of things that I want to try if I like didn't keep kosher. Eel, not one of them. Crab, lobster, don't care. Shrimp, I used to think that like I would really want to try shrimp. Now that I've like learned more about shrimp, I'm like, I don't want to put that in my mouth. It's just
Shrimp is interesting because most of those type of seafoody things you expect to be more like soft and slimy, but shrimp are crunchy. Like shrimp be
mm,
crunching, you know?
that's disgusting. Well, like just knowing that they have to like pick into the shrimp and like pull out like all of the poop that's inside of it in like the little whatever sack. You got to pull that out. It's
Mhm.
just gross. Does not excite me.
Like I'll
I
eat a
want to try
lobster
rabbit.
roll.
Have you ever
Have I
tried
tried
rabbit?
rabbit?
Because rabbit, if
I
you
don't
like
think I have actually. I've tried a lot of
look up
weird
like
foods, which we've
I know.
had
Did
this
you try like
conversation.
crocodile or
We've
alligator?
had this.
Yeah.
Yep. Alligator, fried alligator, kangaroo.
No, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No.
Yep. Canada.
Listen,
Yep.
when I
Panda.
think of kangaroos, I think like, no, you did not have panda. It's not even legal. You can't do that.
You know,
No, I don't. You are definitely lying right now because pandas are an endangered species.
not in Canada.
I don't believe you. Did you actually have panda?
Yes. Buffalo. Yeah.
Buffalo's normal, but because pandas,
Buffalo's
like the
normal.
issue is buffalo's normal. Like pandas, the issue is
Shark.
they're endangered
Yeah.
because they can't get pandas to like mate with each other. They're just so lazy. So they're like
So
in
they just
like
cut them up and
seriously
sell them.
endangered. It's not- You're
Yeah.
you're okay. You know you have violated all of the vegetarian principles. I'm personally
I'm not
offended.
allowed to be a
Why would you do that? It's such a
vegetarian.
nice animal. It's like borderline. Like it's like butchering a koala. Why would you do
Okay,
that?
but you even like a koala, like you want to know what it tastes like. Like I want to know.
No, no, I don't. I want to
Don't
like
tell me
hug
you
it if it
haven't
didn't
thought
maul my
like.
face off.
Don't tell me.
Nope,
Okay, this is
never.
hypothetical, so I can't get canceled when I say this.
Of
But
course, it's
don't
all
tell me.
hypotheticals.
Yeah, hypothetically, don't tell me you haven't thought about what human tastes like.
Human, of course, because that's only
I want to
natural.
know.
But koala, no, never. Not
Yeah,
even thought. Not even like a
koala,
hint. Nope. No, thank you.
snake.
Nope. No, this has not have crossed my mind like even once. But no, it sounds disgusting. Um, so yeah, I wanted to try rabbit because the fillets of rabbit, like the little inner rib parts, it just looks amazing. It really does look fantastic. If you go on like Food Network and you see something like rabbit, it just looks delicious.
It's not kosher to eat rabbit.
Doesn't have split hoop. Well, maybe have split hoops, but it doesn't chew its cud. So I'm gonna go with no. You know, giraffe is
Mm,
kosher technically.
but they're, I guess, an endangered species or whatever.
No, I don't think they're endangered. I think the issue is like either we don't know where to cut it on the neck, or like if you cut it, the blood goes everywhere. It's too hard to keep it still. It's just like a big deal, so they just don't do it.
People just don't eat
Um,
giraffes.
it's just because think about it. If you have to cut it like somewhere in the middle of the neck, that whole thing is gonna like funk onto the ground. Like that's like 5 feet, 10 feet of neck and a head. That's a lot.
It's a lot
That's
of
a
it's a lot
heavy.
ahead.
That's a lot. Okay, all right. I
You
just
ran into that one. You ran into
also
that one.
you have to
A lot
like
of
do
neck.
one swift movement, and I feel like you
Yeah.
couldn't do that all the way through. It's just a lot, you know. Seems like a hard thing to butcher.
And you would probably be thinking of the giraffe guy from Madagascar the whole time too.
I thought you were gonna say, well, no, it makes no sense. The
Marvin.
draft Marvin.
Is his name
Bring us
Marvin?
back to our no, it was Marty.
Marty.
Was it Marty?
Marty.
Yeah, it was Marty. I remember Madagascar Junior from 8th grade. Everyone gets upset when I bring it up because they all
Because
have
it's
lost it from their memory.
terrible.
But
Because
I
it's
can still sing the
terrible.
opening number. Oh, I remember all the lines. So good. And for all of you on the podcast who don't know about this fantastic production, the leading role, Alex the Lion, was played by none other than TikTok phenomenon and star Talia Levenger.
That's a
She
fact.
was Alex the Lion.
No cap.
The beginning of her rise to fame and popularity as a content creator was creating the content of Alex the Lion in Madagascar Junior, circa 2000, I don't know, 17.
Yeah.
Good
And
times,
now
good times.
I actually don't follow her to be honest. Well, it has been so lovely talking with you for this Nice little
Same.
podcast tonight. It came with a lot of obstacles because we changed the time like 80 times, but no one needs to know
This
about that. But
You changed the time. I only changed it
it was a
once,
group
and that's because
effort.
I was
We
moving
both
in.
we both
Real
changed
weird.
the time. We
All
both
right.
we both we both.
Sure,
So I
sure,
guess
sure.
last question in true Scott Evans from Hot Ones fashion, give yourself a shout out. Tell the people where they can find
Ooh,
you. This camera, this camera, this camera, or this
it's
camera.
boom, boom, boom. I think I'm E_hamburger on Instagram and Twitter at the Hamburglar. It's clever. It's clever.
I'm not even gonna link that one. I can't even link.
And you know what? What are you gonna do? But you know who
No, I
follows
am.
me?
I will.
The official one of the official Royal Farms Twitter accounts. Why? Don't ask.
It'll all be
All
linked
right.
below. But it has been
All
so
right.
lovely talking. Everybody, I'll see you in the next podcast. And yeah, go get vaccinated.
Yes. Well, he's not saying that to me. I am vaccinated. He's talking to you, the viewer out there,
Very much
so
that.
that there
Go
are
get
no
vaccinated.
aspersions. Indeed. Do it. Vaccinate
It's
yourself.
FDA approved, motherfuckers.
Fada.